plans, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it, and live the free sky's the limit. Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch, 80 lunch. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it, and live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it, and live the phrase, sky's the limit. nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. They come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. Stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch, 80 lunch. Across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches at my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit.
Oh, shit. All right. All right. I guess we'll just hop right into the intro. What's going on, Durante? How's it going, man?
What's up, man?
All right, man. If this is your first time watching, you guys do not know how this show works, man. Every Monday we are on here with Notorious Unscripted after Raw, and every Friday we're on. I feel like I missed something.
I feel like you did. Wait.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. This is episode 131 of the news, man. And if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know how this show works. Every Monday we're on here after Raw with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday at usually 4 p.m. Central. Today's a little bit of a earlier episode, and I kind of am digging it already, man. I'm kind of digging it already. So, yeah, man. Yes, we are on here usually at 4 p.m. Central with the news every Friday, man. And on this episode of the news, we not only have the news, but we're going to start you guys off. We not only actually have a lot of interesting stories, but we're going to start you guys off with the Extreme Rules 2022, the brief review on the show, man. Obviously, we've been used to not going live, even though the show was a lot better, and I'm sure a lot of you guys probably wanted us to go live afterwards. We've been so numbed to the nothing pay-per-view model, and this has always been one of them. So obviously we did not plan to go live, but in the Triple H era, man, this show turned out very enjoyable. But we'll talk about that in a second, man. So speaking about this past Monday's episode of Unscripted, the most important week so far of the Triple H era. We talked about multitude of things. Brock Lesnar coming back, the really good episode of Monday Night Raw they put on. It genuinely felt like a Raw after WrestleMania, which I can't wait to see him do that show, if that was the show he gave us for the Raw after Extreme Rules. But we talked about Brock coming back. We talked about Seth getting the championship, getting a championship after like 950 something days without one. Legado del Fantasma being called up, the Bray Wyatt return. We briefly touched on it. We wanted to save most of it for today, but yes, we talked about a multitude of things, and not to mention the AEW Dynamite show that they did. So if you guys did miss all that, man, that is episode 112, I believe, of Unscripted. And yeah, man, if you guys did miss that, that is now available on all platforms on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, like I said, join us right here after Monday Night Raw every Monday, man. So with that, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of this beautiful Notorious Heels Podcast official merchandise, you guys can now find all of this on bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this video. And you can also find it in mine and Sir K's social medias on the Notorious Heels Podcast Linktree page, man. So on the top left, you got the Chicago flag design. You got the, on the bottom right, you got the Chicago skyline design. You got the best kept, one of the OG shirts, man, the best kept secret to the IWC, the Riddler-inspired IWC's best kept secret shirt. Then you got the Uncrowned Kings of the IWC, the Biggie-inspired shirt. And then in the middle, you have the base Notorious Heels Podcast logo design. So all of these are available, like I said, on bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this video. And yeah, man, so if you haven't got the beautiful merch, it is available there for you guys now as we speak. So yeah, man, and with that, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know how this show, who we are here at the Notorious Heels Podcast. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man?
It's going good, man. Going good. Just been chilling out, man. Just been chilling out. Upgraded the computer last night.
Oh, sweet.
That was a thing. Goddamn. But look, man. Other than that, I've been good. Family, everything's good, man. I've just been chilling, bro. Just been chilling. Like Durante asked, how's life? How's family? Life's been good, man. Life's been good. Family's been good too. What about you, Durante, and anybody else in the chat? What about you, bro? How are you?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Yes, I to answer Durante's question, life is good, man. Family's good. What about you, my brother? So thank you for always asking, man. And it's good to hear. He says I'm good. So always good to hear, bro. And thank you for always asking. But yeah, man, I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah, man. I'm good. Just yeah, shit's tough, I guess. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I don't know what to say sometimes.
Yeah. Without, yeah, I mean, without getting too much into my personal life, because usually I try to keep as much of that away as possible. But
Okay.
things are picking up, and you know what that means, but the people don't, and it is what it is. um,
That'll
yeah,
be a
man.
new thing to look at
Yeah,
soon.
definitely, man. So, yeah. um,
Fuck.
yeah, I
Okay.
don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of off the verge of a fresh laugh because of this fucking Bobby Fish video that Sir K just sent me right before we
Dude.
went live, where he just got fucking blanked in front of the crowd.
Fucking the whole crowd sandbagged his ass. No reaction, dude. That's legendary.
Yeah, man. So yeah, nothing. Well, I can't even say that. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that. But I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm hanging in there, man. I'm hanging in there. So yeah. Other than that, not too much, man. Other than that, but it's exciting. It's exciting. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Um, yeah, man. I guess we could just start you guys off with the Extreme Rules review. Overall, this is a really good show. This is a really good show. I think a lot of people gave the show like unnecessary slack.
Yeah.
I think they did at some point. We'll definitely get to that. It had a lot of good matches. It had one match that it had a couple matches that were very disappointing to me. But other than that, man, I thought the show was really solid, and it is so nice so far in Triple H's run. So up until this point, October 14th, 2022, we are moving away from the nothing pay-per-view stature. And I
Thank
like that things are actually seeming a little more quality on this show, man. So this show had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches, bro. And it went, I want to say, 3 hours. It went 3 hours. Minus all the Wyndham stuff at the end, it went like 3 hours and 15 minutes. But who really cares about that? We were all captivated as fuck. So,
Exactly. That's all that matters.
you absolutely love to see that too, because what would this show have been had Vince McMahon did it?
Nothing.
It would have probably had like fucking 10 matches on it. None of them meant a goddamn thing in the world. So it's nice to see that, man. Obviously, the main roster is a little different from NXT, so you do got to maybe add that 6th match or maybe that 7th match sometimes, you know, because you do have a bigger roster, and especially with the amount of people he's bringing in. Some people we got to talk about on this show I feel are a little unnecessary to bring in. I think he needs to focus on other things, but you know, with the more people you bring in, you're obviously gonna have to add those other matches. But regardless, it still feels very quality, and nothing on the show felt rushed. It felt like people got time to actually sink their teeth into something, and yeah. So,
Oh yeah, and I like so Triple H was always a guy of you have to earn your spot on the pay per view.
yes,
But I like how with the amount of pay per views he's gonna have to do on the main roster, there's the big pay per views like the SummerSlams and shit. That'll be for the big world title matches and whatnot. And I think he's gonna use these Extreme Rules like shows to encapsulate everything else. Encapsulate the
yes,
mid card. Encapsulate tag team. Well, can't really do that yet, but he's gonna when he can.
yeah,
And the women and whatnot, and side storylines, blood feuds, and I think that'll be a really good system, man. And man, it's definitely better than just nothing, because with Vince McMahon's pay per view would have had like 9 matches. There would have been a Baron Corbin match and a Madcap Moss or Madcap. What was his name now?
Madcap Moss still.
Okay, it's Madcap. I thought it was Madcap something else. They would have Madcap match and shit. Like it was just an ass. They would have homo match. I like the format that he's doing.
Yeah,
It's
and I
kind of
mean,
have to do it like that.
yeah, and especially with the way the roster is getting, I mean, you you know, you do these shows and there's still people that are left off of them. So I think maybe next time you come around to a smaller pay per view, You can put, you know, the people that aren't necessarily in like a main card situation or whatever. But also, this is a lot different from NXT because with Triple H, with NXT, when he was done with somebody, he didn't have to deal with them anymore. He gave them their spotlight. He didn't have to worry about keeping them around and booking them, right? So he sends up, you know, you have Nakamura drop the title to Bobby Roode. Triple H doesn't got to worry about, oh shit, well, okay, how do I rebound Nakamura from this? How do I put him on the next takeover? You don't. You send him to the main roster. So, so now with everybody going to the main roster, it was Vince's kind of turn to, okay, how do we rebound this person? Even though he didn't really care about that, that's the psychology you should at least go in with. Like, okay, we do this with, okay, Nakamura faces Dolph Ziggler. All right, how do we get him to the next pay-per-view? Okay, he faces Dolph again. How do we get him to the next pay-per-view? Vince probably would have him face Dolph again, but that's besides the point. You know, then how do we keep moving him on? How do we keep moving him on? But, you know, Triple H never really had to deal with much of that, so now it's going to be interesting to see how some of these people kind of move on and how he, you know, continuously recycles through booking them. So it's a lot different because if, like I said, you send everybody to the main roster when you eventually get done with them, now you got a hold of the main roster. So now how do you continuously book these people? So that's going to be the challenge with Triple H. I'm cutting him slack because a lot of people got to understand how a lot of people have to understand the state he got this company. Things were a little better than they were in 2022. You know what I mean? So he would have something to work off of because people were excited for NXT call-ups. And then obviously it would eventually get to the point where like, no, I don't want this guy to be called up because they're going to fucking ruin him. So he had something to work off of, you know. But now it's, he got this company in a very fucked up state. So, you know, for people expecting the Triple H experiment to just be through the roof in 3 months, you're a fucking fool, bro. He got this company in a just horrible state. And it's going to take time. It doesn't have to be a hard process, but it is a process. You know what I mean? It can be a hard process if he does some things like he did on this show tonight, last Saturday, which we're going to talk about. So, yeah, man, I mean, we might as well just get right into it, man. So, starting us off with the good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. You got these guys here fighting over the Doonies, and it is the Brawling Brutes versus Imperium, Gunther, Ludwig, and Vinci.
Bro, you gotta change my names. Triple H, bro, like...
Look, bro. I don't get, like, bro, if I go to Walter and I tell him, dude, I want you to change your name, and he says, no, I want to keep Gunther, I don't give a fuck. I'm your boss. You're Walter.
I'm your boss. You're changing your fucking name to Walter. Oh, man, imagine going to get his autograph, and he writes fucking Gunther.
Like, fuck you, right, dude, Walter?
I'm like, Ed, man, can you write Walter instead? Like, bro, I ain't getting
I totally would.
Side shirt by fucking Gunther. Get the fuck out of here.
Can you please write Walter on this?
You go up to Fabian Eichner's, please write Fabian Eichner, bro. You're not
please write the OG names, bro. And you know, same thing here with on the other side of the coin with Mr. Butch. But with Butch, it's such an easy out. Like, it really is, because from day one, they only told you his nickname was Butch. You know what I mean? So, like, literally just do a promo where the guys just mention, like, hey, you know, Butch was always your nickname, man, but you're, like, a part of the family now, so what is it? Pete Dunne. Boom. Butch. You're back. No. Good God.
Changed it to Butch. He went to no, you legally need a last name. Never mind. Butch. Oh, man. They do have an easy way out with that. Probably change his name. Give a ride back. Dude, that feels so bad. Like, imagine you're just at the bank. You work at fucking Chase Bank. and you just get this fucking guy coming in. I want to open a account. All right, what's your name? Ryback. What?
Say,
What's your
you
name?
know who
Bitch.
also did that too? Ultimate Warrior. I think he
He
changed his
did.
name to Warrior or something like
Yeah,
that.
I think he changed his last name to Warrior. I think like that one makes a little. That one's not as bad, but
That's a pretty cool last name.
Ryback.
Ryback.
It's like if
What?
I could see Cody changing his last name to Rhodes, like that would make sense. You know what I
Definitely.
mean? But, bruh,
Cody
you
Runnels.
Cody Rhodes,
I want to see him come back.
Ryback.
Bruh.
Damn.
Cryback. Yo, what up,
Ryback.
Bill?
What's up?
Not feeling 100%. How's it going, man? You alright?
How's it going? Shit.
Oh, man.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm keeping my thoughts, my dog.
Definitely. And it is kind of technically hard back into that with the marketing and all that shit. So,
And yeah, I know WWE takes like the action figures seriously. I remember they weren't letting somebody cut their hair. It might have been Rusev because of like the tattoo or the tattoos. I believe that's a thing too.
like,
I
remember
know.
when Alexa said she's not allowed to get tattoos? She had to
Yeah,
get those
yeah, yeah.
invisible ones.
Yep. Because I remember Rusev. Rusev had he wanted to cut his hair, but they wouldn't let him cut his hair because of the action figures that they had coming out, and
Yeah.
and he got it anyway. And I remember that drew him like a bunch of heat in like early 2017, and then he
Yeah.
got like squashed to Big Show at Fastlane. If anybody remembers that god awful pay per view, I hope you don't. I'm quite sad.
I
I do, but
vaguely
besides
do.
the point, that always just a quick sidetrack. That always makes me feel so bad for like jazz wearers because I don't think they do that in AEW. And the amount of fucking new tattoos that Malachi Black gets, if I was jazz wearers, I would be so pissed because I know they got the Supreme Malachi Black coming out later this year, and he gets a fucking head tattoo, a huge,
A
noticeable
huge
tattoo,
right
like
on the side of
bro.
his fucking head. Like, dude,
Oh my.
come on. You couldn't have waited. I'd be pissed.
I genuinely would. I would genuinely be very upset. But yeah, but yes. So yes, the Dooney Brook match here. This match, this match opened the show. There was no pre-show match, which is very cool to see.
That's good.
No pre-show match, and yeah, this match was to quote Sheamus, a bonger. This match opened the show and it was absolutely incredible. This match was very enjoyable. It was it was chaos. It was chaos, man. They were beating the shit out of each other. Were hitting each other with them shillelaghs, and man, that looked like it hurt, bruh.
Man.
Yeah, but these guys, bro. Yeah, Sammy Guevara would not like to be in this match, man. This looked very
Hard hitting.
yes, and it was very very good. I would absolutely love to see him in the ring with Sheamus.
Oh, yeah, you
Sheamus
fucking cry.
Sheamus does not play around, bro.
Pussy ass.
So yeah, man. I mean, with what they did the night before with having Gunther like tap twice, but and then having Imperium lose here, really seems like they're booking in the favor of Sheamus, and I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of like, you put Imperium back together, and you're kind of sort of just been booking this in Gunther's favor or in Sheamus's favor the whole time, and it kind of makes Gunther look a little bad.
Yeah, it's like what they're doing with damage control. They reform or create this faction, and they just lose. It's like, why?
Yeah,
Why
yeah, and
create it in the
it's
first place?
too. The thing here too is, you have Jesus.
Hmm.
Why do I do this? Fuck. I can't remember what the fuck I was gonna say. It'll hit me. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't know. It's just it feels like it just feels. I don't. I don't think shit like this would fly with especially the way we know Triple H thinks about him. Oh, that's another thing. That's what I was gonna say. So it also was a little weird how, you know, it's Extreme Rules. You know, we're doing an extreme match or whatever. That's fine. You know what I mean? I didn't really like how the commentators kept bringing up, you know, Imperium thinks this style of match is filthy for their style because they are the dying breed of professional wrestlers, right?
Yeah.
My man, there is a whole nother company that has a bunch of them, first of all. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is, yeah, man, I mean, it's like, don't really mention that kind of stuff. I mean,
I hate that type of stuff. Like,
oh, this isn't their kind of match. They think this kind of match is filthy. But then, 10 minutes in, fucking Walter's swinging a shillelagh. Like,
obviously he doesn't. You know what I mean? So it's like, don't lie and say, oh, yeah, this character hates this. Well, you know, if they hate it, they wouldn't be doing it. It just doesn't make sense.
yeah, it you know, it can ruin the legitimacy of their character. I mean, that is, you know, Imperium. That's kind of what they've always been, like just real professional wrestlers. The mat is sacred. We all know their stuff. So, you know, don't sit there and be like, oh, they think this match is filthy. And they don't want to participate with weapons. And 10 minutes in, they're all fucking swinging shillelaghs at each other. You know,
Yeah.
that was just a little thing that kind of bothered me. But regardless, the match was fucking fantastic, and I believe it ended with Pete Dunne pinning Ludwig. Yeah, so yeah, man. Yo, what up, Geck? How's it been, bro?
What's up, man? God damn.
That's what's up, man. How's it been, bro? Yeah, man. But regardless, the match was fantastic. That was just a little nitpick I didn't like, man. I didn't. It kind of just, you know, makes their characters a little unbelievable, or maybe people won't take them as seriously. But you know, had you not said anything and they just went in there and used the weapons, it would have been fine. But the fact that they had to like keep reiterating that Imperium thinks this is a disgusting match and they don't want to use the weapons, and then it just didn't make any sense to me, man. But regardless, the match was very, very good. It was a very good opener, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah, so the good old fashioned Donnybrook match went off very good, man. Went off very good. So next we got this fucking shithole.
Lord.
Ronda Rousey versus Liv Morgan. Does Liv Morgan have the mean streak? No, she does not. If anybody's seen those fucking chair shots she was swinging,
Oh my god.
oh my lord.
It's like fucking us with pillows, just no selling each other. Just
There's
just fucking
oh man, there is absolutely no reason why Shayna Baszler should not have won that women's championship at Crown Jewel, Clash at the Castle. There is absolutely no reason why that shouldn't have happened, man. Fucking soft, bruh. I mean, though. Oh man, I hate to say it, man, because you know, I really do think Liv is good.
Mhm.
But man, this championship experiment failed. I think it proves more than ever Liv is better chasing rather than defending.
Yeah, way better chasing. Cause good lord, what is this? Ugh.
This
Like-
this was awful. Ronda Rousey ended up like doing like some like neck choke with like her leg, and Liv was fucking smiling the whole time, and then she's like, she was going through it in the backstage area, so I don't know what that was sort of hinting at, but Yeah, man, Liv was very happy to lose the title, I guess, in this Extreme Rules match that was not extreme whatsoever. This was a Vince McMahon Extreme Rules match, is what it was.
It really was, man. Like, just bad. Just bad. Liv needs a character. Ronda Rousey needs to go. Fuck, sorry. And it all failed. They failed to live. Liv failed. It's circle of failure with all this.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely. So next, we got the strap match between Drew McIntyre, or as Karrion Kross calls him, Mr. McIntyre. Mr. McIntyre.
Just fucking gritting his teeth together. Probably does that shit ordering a fucking burger. Give me no lettuce. Is what?
I'm a loser, let me smile. Gex
Damn.
says Liv versus Ronda match of the year. Oh
Yeah, I'm
man,
telling you.
probably fucking worst match of the year. Huh. That's interesting. That's definitely up there. I can't
Oh,
damn.
yeah.
I can't think of any right now, of course. Maybe like
I
Jade
know there's-
Cargill versus Athena. But I mean,
Yeah.
at least the action was solid. Nah, yeah,
Yeah.
the action was solid in that. So I wouldn't do that to them. It was bullshit, but shit. Yeah, it's up there. That could probably be worst match of the year, to be honest. Bell says, I agree. I mean, I know she would have dropped it to Ronda because Ronda versus Becky at Mania, and Ronda can walk into the sunset, and Mania can't come fast enough. Yes,
I'm telling you.
absolutely.
Get her
She,
ass out of here.
yeah, I honestly think she just is here just to be here. I mean, like when she came in 2018, you felt like she was a little more passionate about
Mm-hmm.
her brand and kind of her being a professional wrestler, but yeah, it seemed like that's kind of all just went out the window. I don't really know. Yeah, man. So okay, yeah. So this strap match, a lot of people did not like this. A lot of people did not like this match. It was very short for what it was, which kind of shocked me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But Cross kind of did the same thing with Ciampa when he came into NXT. He comes in and he beats like a dominating guy, a big guy on the roster, which is what Ciampa was to NXT and kind of what McIntyre is to the main roster. And you know, that's kind of Triple H's way of, like staking that claim with him and letting people know, like, this is
business.
yeah,
Scott
type
stuff.
thing. Which I can't blame him because it worked before. It worked
did.
before. The only thing is, we got this problem in WWE with Roman Reigns and them still not having world titles. So these guys are just gonna float on SmackDown, and
Yeah, you gotta
I'm
take
really upset about some news we're gonna go over a little bit later about another person. I'm pretty sure you guys all know who I'm talking about that they want to put on SmackDown. Another huge person that just came back to the company. And it's like, these guys are just gonna float on SmackDown, man. They're like,
You're just gonna do
this
nothing.
this brand split truly cannot come fast enough, bro. Or
Dude,
this
I'm telling you.
redraft or whatever. You know what I'm
Whatever
talking
it's
about.
gonna be.
I mean, man. I mean, ugh. But regardless, like I said, I can't be mad at it because it's worked before with Cross and steps to, getting him over. I think this time with Cross, you got a little bit more work to do because a lot of main roster people that watch the main roster, do remember his, first WWE run, and it's good that they're repairing that, but the steps might not be as quick as they were in NXT. But I thought the match was good for what it was. It was a little short, but Drew McIntyre ended up going to go for the Claymore. Scarlett hopped in the ring and sprayed him with mace or mace. She sprayed him. She sprayed him with mace, and that was another thing. I feel like Scarlett really didn't get involved that much in NXT, and she was like heavily involved in this match. Heavily.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. Not really my favorite thing. Cross is a big boy. He can handle himself. If Cross can beat Keith Lee by himself, I think he'll be fine against McIntyre. So
Exactly.
yeah, but that is how this match ended. She sprayed him with mace, and he put him in the cross jacket and was saying really unsettling things in his ear while he was choking him out, man. So, yes, so Cross won this match as expected, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely expected that, man. But, man, they're taking a little too fast because what is he going to go win? So
Exactly.
None to fight for. So, slow it down.
Yeah, which is amazing victories.
It would go really fast.
It would go really fast, but yeah, I could definitely see why Scarlett would help if that's their mindset behind it. Because you don't want him in front of Roman Reigns' face before anything. So I could definitely see that. But I don't know if that's how they're thinking. But yeah, you're going to have no choice but to slow it down with a lot of people because you don't have anything to fight for. You do not have anything to fight for unless you want to have Cross versus Walter. Cross is a pretty believable guy to beat him, so I mean.
But then what Wyatt do?
It's
like telling people about world titles.
Yes, bro. Yes, and this. I always tell you this, man, but like I wish we could have got certain things. I wish certain things wouldn't have happened before Vince retired because I feel like things would have been decent because at least people would have a fucking WWE title to fight for. So
at least.
But it's not the case, and yeah, this match was really good. A lot of people didn't really like it, but I thought it was. I thought it was really well, man. I thought it was really. I thought it was really good for what it was. I did think it could have went a little longer, but yeah. Regardless, that's not how it happened. So yeah, but regardless, it was good for what it was. Definitely.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Man. And then this shit, bro. This match. This was the match I had the most problems with. Fucking Jack.
Fucking match.
Logan Paul versus Roman at Family Jewels.
Family Jewels?
Cross just works a certain pace, which I get, and he needs to change that every once in a while. That's from Bell. I agree. Definitely. It's always good. It's always good when people kind of change it up because I feel like Cross could be really exciting and like something very fast paced and
yeah. He's gonna learn to slow it down a little.
Yeah. One guy honestly that I think really mastered like that slow style to the point where like some people wrestle slow and a lot of people find them very boring. But somebody who wrestled that slow style and really mastered it and it was like genuinely intriguing was Walter.
Exactly.
I mean, I've never seen some shit like that before, bro. Like,
no.
I like me a fast-paced match, but Walter really taught me how to appreciate just a slow fucking slugfest, bro. He really did.
Bro. He really did, man.
Yeah. Definitely. Bell, would you say Cross wrestles a fast style or a slow style? Okay, but while you answer that, oh man, this match I had the biggest problems with. Out of the night. Bayley versus Bianca Belair. It was also very cool here. It was also very cool to hear Michael Cole call for Bayley again. So it was also cool. Bayley was like yelling at him like in the beginning of the match. So it was awesome to see. It was awesome to see. That was one thing. That's one thing I hate about Bayley being on Raw, is we don't get that Michael Cole dynamic, which kind of sucks. So this match, although the match was good, you not only fucking killed Damage Control up until this point. Obviously, I think they have a little bit, and it's slim, of a chance to come back from this. But, man, you not only fucking killed Damage Control and majority of their credibility, you are booking Bianca not only as a babyface, you are booking her like fucking John Cena, bro. Dude, oh my lord, bro. She basically won this 3-on-1 ladder match. That is pretty much what happened here.
Literally.
That is, bro.
Durante in the chat earlier called her Super Cena, because she is.
That is literally... I'm watching this match. I'm like, who do they fucking think this woman is? Like, fucking John Cena? Like, bro. Oh my... Dude, that... How did you think that looked good for Damage Control? That Bianca Belair just mopped the fucking floor with the whole faction.
Whole group just beat them all by herself. Oh yeah, they look real tough. 3-on-1, lose. That faction, it's on the verge of failure, man. It really is. That one depended on it, and it didn't happen. They're like one big loss away from just might as well scrapping the damn group.
Seriously, bro. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. If I trust anybody, it's Bayley, because Bayley was at a point in 2019 where when she first turned heel, and for the first couple months, everybody was like, bro, just grow the fucking ponytail back. This is ass. And she ended up coming into her own, but like, and this is the thing that I don't understand, why this was such a hard decision, and this is what pisses me off. Bianca Belair's, I don't give a fuck what anybody says, Bianca Belair's reign has not been that good for you to book her like fucking John Cena, bro.
No, bro, she ain't like that. She's good. She's not like that, where you bury 3 people.
No.
Almost nobody's that good.
I mean, oh my god, dude, what?
I think
Why?
she was her, bro. Like shit.
Absolutely makes no sense, and this really annoyed me. This really annoyed me as to why they booked Bianca Belair the way they did in this match, dude. Because, I mean, you are putting a whole faction that just debuted in jeopardy for this one woman who is very good. I'm not saying she's not good. She hasn't had the best title reign, bro. She hasn't had the best title reign, man. And if there was a perfect time to end it, and I said this last Friday, but start her heel turn arc, so to speak, it was then. It was then, exactly. Bro. It was then. Because I don't know, Bianca Belair as a babyface just doesn't really entertain me that much. She doesn't really seem that connectable. You know what I mean? I mean, she's just good Bianca.
Exactly, bro. Like, I like heel Bianca, and I would rather have that route, to be honest.
I agree. Yeah, man, so this match ended in 16 minutes and 40 seconds. It was a very good ladder match. Also, I didn't like the end. How Bayley was holding a ladder on top of herself as she was in position for the KOD, knowing damn well she's about to drop you on this ladder. And she lost. And Damage Control looks as worse as they possibly could right now. They look horrible.
Horrible. Fucking losers, bro. Call them the Nexus. Fucking losers. Why create a group just to have them lose? It don't make sense, man.
No, and never will either.
Triple H is doing with these factions, bro, but If you don't know how to book a faction, don't create so many of them.
Exactly.
Come on.
Yeah, man. So next we got this masterpiece.
No.
Finn Balor versus Edge.
Match of the night.
First of all, this match got off to the wrong foot for me in the very beginning.
This fucking entrance.
What was that entrance? I've seen a lot of people clowning on the mask. I didn't really mind the mask as much as a lot of people did. For me, it was that godforsaken entrance music and that stupid ass entrance production. He just like jumps towards the ground and he just stands there and squats and just looks around, and then he rises up and then he does it again and he does it one more time, and it's just so ass, bro. It is so ass. Just have him come out to the other side. I don't know what the hell you gotta do. Man, I miss the Prince.
Shit. Dude, I'm telling you, please bring him back, bro. I don't give a fuck about Judgment Day. Just bring back the Prince. Break him up. Let them be individuals.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, the group, especially after this match, is being taken a lot more seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I really just think they should do what we had said they should do and kind of have them revert to their NXT characters, because even if you have them revert to their NXT characters, even though I would do that with Finn and Damian, I wouldn't do that with Rhea. I like Rhea right now. She's not so much of a weirdo as Finn Balor is. He's the main weirdo in the group. He's always saying or doing something fucking weird. But man, have Finn be the Prince, have Damian be the rock star, and have Ripley be like the seductive one that like manipulates everybody. Like, you know, it's cool. It's cool.
It's cool. It would be a great dynamic.
Yeah, and I think all of those would flow well. I don't know why they all have to be weirdos to be in a group.
Literally, bro. Like, they all have to be these, like, weirdos that just, like, talk weird and do weird shit, and they're, like, laughing at, like, dumb shit. Like, dude, are you okay? What are you laughing about?
Damian Priest, Mr. Infomercial here. Come get your Judgment Day. Bro, shut the hell up, man.
Bro, such a cheesy ass up. Just be the rock star. I want him jumping in hot tubs again, bro.
Oh my fucking god, bro. That was so funny. Bro just jumped in full gear.
The fuck? Like, that would be a great dynamic with the Prince, bro. That really would be. But they're just weird. Like, that's the only way to describe this faction. I don't know what their characters are besides just fucking weirdos.
Yeah, that's literally what they are, bro. That is seriously their gimmick, bro. They are fucking weirdos.
God, but his match was fire,
bro.
This shit was heat.
This match, 1,000%. This match was like, it was ass during the entrance, Finn Balor's entrance more so. That shit was hot ass. And then it went to, all right, they're having a match. First gear. Second gear, it's like, okay, we're picking things up. Third gear, like, all right, here we go. Fourth gear was like, this is incredible. And then once we got to the part where Beth came out, I immediately was like, dude, this is going to be perfect. Because I knew exactly what was going to happen. They were going to pull a Jey Uso. They were going to have Edge quit because they're going to beat the shit out of Beth. So, well, Ripley is. I would hope the other two wouldn't. Yeah, like I said, it brought you through like, okay, this is good. All right, this is getting better. Okay, this is really good. Oh my God, this is a great match. And then, like I said, when Beth came out, I was like, dude, this is fucking brilliant. These two wrestled a great match. Dominic, like I said, I don't like Dominic. I really don't. I think he's horrible.
He's so bad.
But I do gotta give props to where it's deserved. In terms of him drawing heat to himself and like just how badly people want to see him get his ass kicked, he's doing a really good job at making himself. I mean, that doesn't make him any better in the ring. He doesn't get on any of my top lists, but bruh, except for maybe like top worst, but my god, top cringiest, along with this fucking whole group. So I'm like, wow, they're doing a really good job, man. I thought AJ was gonna come out, but we ended up finding why the next night, the original Community. So yeah, this was just really good, and I was kind of like, as we were going through the match, I was like, oh damn, like I was at a point where I felt like they were gonna have Finn say I quit, and that was the wrong choice, because I believe 2 weeks ago on this show we brought to you guys that Finn was slated for big plans, and
exactly
having him say I quit when Triple H is kind of, you know, putting him as the leader of this faction, you know, he's kind of transitioned him into that role. That wasn't the right call. And as soon as Beth came out, because I was thinking, like, you know, how do you do this, really? Like, who says I quit? You know, Edge, you know, I could see you don't really want him saying I quit, you know, because he's Edge, but... And then Finn, like I said, he's got these big plans. But like I said, man, as soon as Beth came out, I was like, this is perfect. This is the perfect way to get Edge to say I quit. And he won't lose anything.
Exactly. Exactly.
Fantastic. People had the nerve to sit up here and complain that this match went too long. This match, aside from Edge's, because Edge's had some pretty long ones, and my God, those were bad. I remember me and Sir K ordered fucking wings. We keep getting sidetracked, but we ordered fucking wings.
Dude.
We finished both of our meals of like 20 fucking wings, and this match was like, what the fuck?
Bro, and the worst part about that match, they weren't doing shit. They were just punching each other and just walking.
They were like, bro,
walk 3 feet, punch again, walk
4 feet. They were literally just walking the fuck around, man.
Dude,
like,
this shit was so bad.
Shit went a whole 45 minutes.
Yeah, bro. Good lord. Oh man, I was so happy when that fucking match ended, but this is how you do a good long Edge match.
Yeah.
Not with fucking Randy boring.
Yo, what up? What up, Logan?
What up, Logan?
Judgment Day, 3 weirdos and a person with daddy issues.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Bro, they are literally just a bunch of weirdos, bro.
That's what they are.
I mean, now, like, they're kind of coming into their own, you know, after this match, because, like, people actually take them a little more serious. But up until this point, 3 weirdos through and through. That's it. That's all they had to them. So, like I said, what up, Logan? What up, bro? Yeah, man. So, like I said, you know, I absolutely knew that, you know, Finn saying I quit was the wrong decision. And like I said, once Beth came out, perfect. They handcuffed Edge. They beat the shit out of him. He wasn't saying I quit. He still wasn't saying I quit after everything. And then Beth came out, man, and Rhea Ripley, got a hold of her, man, and she knocked her out with brass knuckles. They brought it to Edge's attention that your wife is knocked out cold. Once he noticed it, he was acting his ass off, bro. That was top tier shit. That was top tier shit. Beth, no. And they, Finn was telling him, oh, you don't want to know what happens next, Edge. You better take us seriously now. Like, man, what the hell? What y'all about to do to Beth, bro? So, and Rhea lifts up the chair. Edge says, I quit. You know, in the most sad, heartbreaking way ever. Perfect. And Finn basically told him, yeah, okay, good. We don't give a shit. And they hit her with the chair, the concerto anyway. So, Judgment Day looked fantastic. They've never looked better than after this match.
Oh, yeah, bro. They looked great. That was great storytelling. And they looked like assholes and not weirdos. Well, after the entrance. They look like assholes and not weirdos.
They literally just look like a band of pricks, and that is what they should be. I would like to see Finn be more of the prince while he's being a prick, instead of
Definitely.
this fucking street thug bandana wearing.
Bro, why you wearing bandanas and shit and
And these
fucking
wrestling in
Kanye?
these damn joggers and black Air Forces. Like, man, what the fuck is going on,
Dude,
bro?
I don't know what he been on, but he's been watching something he shouldn't, man. Or listening to something he shouldn't. His
He
Irish
really
ass.
has. We've been playing too much GTA Online.
Really has, man.
Yes, this was fantastic, bro. This was fantastic. This was definitely match of the night for me. And yes, like I said, for the people that complaining that this match went a half an hour, you have not seen Randy Orton versus Edge. That match went like 45 fucking minutes, and it was literally just them walking around punching each other.
One of the worst matches I've ever seen in my damn life. I'll never forget that garbage.
We were just sitting there waiting to throw our damn fucking wing containers out for like a half an hour. Fucking honey barbecue all over my fucking fingers and
I've
shit.
been waiting for the fucking match, man. I'm angry. I was getting hot. I was like, oh, you fucking. It just wouldn't stop.
Kick out, kick out, kick out. Man, what the? Or it was a last man standing, I think.
Oh, yeah, they just kept
Stay the
getting up.
fuck down, man. Yeah, man. Match of the night, bro. Match of the night, 100%. So, in the main event, we got the fight pit. Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins. Wow. I can't believe this match went as long as it did. This match, Matt Riddle defeated Seth in the fight pit in 16 minutes and 35 seconds. This
Damn,
match
man.
did not feel that long. It literally felt like 10 minutes.
It really did, man. It felt so short. Like, you could easily cut, like, that. Which match could they have cut? Definitely. You could cut the whole Liv and Ronda thing, and that you could have given that time to this match. Like,
Definitely.
come on, bro. Come on.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean,
Man,
I don't know, man. I don't know. Dude,
what just happened?
this was so Seth came out with a RVD attire. He came out with the RVD attire, which was really cool because they were in Philly, so the ECW thing. And then everybody knows that RVD and Matt Riddle are good friends. So,
A very, very intertwined hobby.
yeah, it was a
Yeah.
little disappointing, to be honest.
It was just too damn short.
I
Or be
was so excited to see the floating bro off the top of the cage,
I know.
and all he did was a broton, and it looked bad. Like, man, I wanted to see. I miss it because I remember he did it against Timothy Thatcher off the platform, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I really wanted to see the floating bro off the top of the cage, man. But
Same, bro. Like, to be honest, it might have been better if they saved this match for like a whole like hour main event of Raw. Like that shit could have went hard, but they just didn't have like what we saw. The match of those 16 minutes were great. We just needed more of that, and we didn't get it.
yeah,
Obviously,
definitely, man. So Seth ended up tapping. Seth ended up tapping out rather quickly. Matt Riddle put him in a triangle choke, I believe, and Seth immediately tapped out. I was very upset about this at first.
same.
But then it made a little more sense the next night on the WWE YouTube channel. I think they could have made this a little bit more known and did it as a backstage interview on TV. But Seth said, the reason I tapped so quickly was because I knew that I had a U.S. title match the next night. And I can't be mad at that. That makes all the sense in the world, man. So
it makes sense, but like one of those matches, it just should have gone longer.
you wanted to see more, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see some cool, fun shit, and we got a little bit of cool, fun shit, but not enough.
Yeah, because I feel like that was one of the most anticipated matches.
Oh, definitely.
Everybody wanted to see the fight pit, man.
Mhm.
So yeah, man. And then Matt Riddle's on top of the stage with Daniel Cormier. Seth gets out of the ring. Everybody pretty much flees the fucking scene, so we knew something was about to happen. So at the end of the show, the lights go out, huge pop, and we hear he's got the whole wide world in his hands.
Markin. That shit was heat.
Bro.
Damn. That shit was great.
That, immediately, I was like, dude, here we go, bruh. Here we go. So it starts singing, he's got the whole world in his hands. And we begin to see, in this order, I got the picture up now, so from left to right, we see in the crowd, standing in the little tunnels, we see Huskus the pig, a live in-person version of him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, lights go out, still singing. He's got the whole world in his hands. Then we see Mercy. Lights go out again. Then we see this absolutely horrific
That fucking thing.
rambling rabbit. Lights go out again. Then we see Sister Abigail, who, if you do not see the reference, that is Brody Lee's Bludgeon Brother mask without the horns, obviously, on Sister Abigail under the little cloak.
The veil.
Yeah, that's what it's called, the veil. Lights go out again, and we see the burnt fiend head sitting right on the announce table as Michael Cole goes, "What the?" And he just runs away.
Fucking scary cat.
And as for the one that got the massive pop, they all got huge pops, man. But as for the one that got the massive pop, standing right on the barricade is the Fiend. The Fiend, and you just see whoever was doing this did it wonderfully, because the way he was like moving his head around, it was like so sick, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He got a huge fucking pop. He got a huge pop here. Incredible. So then we go into they show us a doorway. And then it goes up to this. This is the best picture I could find of it. As you can see, the cobwebs, and as you can also see Mercy's table. You see Mercy's table, and as you can see, a little bit of blood dripping down the box. And you see Mercy leaning over all decrepit. It proceeds to show us a Firefly Funhouse filled with cobwebs, and all the puppets are laying there dead.
Just abandoned. I love it.
Bro.
That shit was heat.
This was why I missed Wyndham.
Mm-hmm.
This production and the way he produces everything to a T, and he makes it so fucking enjoyable to watch, is just so brilliant. So as we're hearing this just eerie version of the Firefly Funhouse theme song, and it's like it's doing like the deep tone thing where it's like going in and out. It was so sick, bro. And then it shows the TV and the Funhouse is on as we hear this voice saying, "Who killed the world? You did. We did." We go back to that door. The door busts open, and you can see the Brody Lee circle spinning light.
That shit was awesome. Another great detail.
Another great, fantastic detail. As a man walks out with the lantern, wearing this very cool mask,
Apparently
walks out.
They have a name for it. It's called the Uncle Howdy mask. Is the internal name for it. That was the other trademark I was telling you about that I forgot. Is that's what the mask is called, apparently, to them.
Gotcha. So he walks out with his lantern and with the mask. Everybody starts chanting "Holy shit!" Or if you watch Monday Night Raw, they were chanting "Holy, holy, Holy. Holy. So, if you watch the live pay-per-view, they were chanting "Holy shit" as Bray looked like he was gonna take the mask off, but once they started chanting "Holy shit," he like took a second to like look around,
Mm-hmm.
just soaking it all in.
Baskin. Oh, that was awesome.
And he takes the mask off, huge pop, and he looks into the camera and he says, "I'm here." And then the lantern goes out, and then they play the moth logo as we hear. I don't know if anybody caught this. The old Wyatt family outro.
Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. That shit was awesome. The
Bro.
amalgamation of everything. Oh, bro, it was perfect.
Whew.
Loved it.
Holy shit. Bell says the mask was a reference to the Black Phone, I think. So the same people that made Ethan Hawke's mask and the Black Phone, Tom Savini and his team does all of Wyndham's masks. So
Yeah, so definitely a similar theme there.
100%, 100%. So, bro, wow,
Man, that shit was straight
wow.
heat, bro.
This was absolutely incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely incredible. The presentation here was just wonderful. The hints, the old he's got the whole wide world
Love
in
that. I miss
his
that.
hands. Bro, that shit went so hard to hear that again. It has been so long since I've heard that, bro. Me and Sir K were on FaceTime because I had called him because we've been waiting for this fucking moment forever. And bro, man, to get that to experience that together was even more dope, man. Because I
Some
know how
dark
big of
ass
Wyndham
shit.
fans we are, and man, we were losing our shit. I just remember
Oh,
I just kept smacking my bed as I was sitting on my bed. I just kept, bro. I was just so fucking excited, dude. I was so excited. My yeah, and my dad had ran in the room because he heard he's got the whole world in his hands, and he was like, "Uh-oh, I know what that means." So, so he ran
yeah.
in the room, and bro, it was an epic moment. It was truly an epic moment. It was, and man, it really was, like, in every sense of the word. It was fucking epic, and Wyndham is just so brilliant, and I cannot wait to see what he's got in store for us, man. Because man,
It's really, yeah, it really
yes,
is.
absolutely, absolutely. This made the whole night of Extreme Rules worth it.
Oh, yeah,
It made the whole night all worth it in the end. Not that it wasn't, but it made it that much more worth it. Wonderful. The fun house comes to life, and incredible, absolutely incredible, man. So to just to just talk about here, we actually have some rumored members for this group. So we got three just kind of random stories. We got three kind of like random stories, and then we actually have a story that I did not read yet. I read a little bit of it, but Meltzer talked about who these people are heavily being rumored to be. But we do have three names that one of them could join the group, the other are just completely ridiculous. Bro. So the one that could join the group is Eric Rowan. He talked about how there's always an opportunity, and my side of the story within wrestling, and that character of Eric Rowan, it has so much left to tell. I think when I stepped aside when COVID happened and people were let go, I wasn't ready for my story to end. And yeah, so we have that, which obviously that sparked a lot of rumors of could he join Wyndham in his could he join Wyndham in the Wyatt Six. We also got another name, bruh.
No way.
Yeah, they're no. Another name added. Another name added the list to join Wyndham's group. Eva Marie. Yeah.
Bro, get the hell out of here.
Eva Marie. It seems Eva Marie dropped hinting going back to WWE on Twitter. She posted a video of her attempting to throw Lily Alexa Bliss's doll in a trash can with the caption that indicates she will go back to WWE if she makes the shot. First of all, she has a horrible jump shot. And second of all, unsurprisingly, she made the shot. And when the video ended with Bray Wyatt's new logo.
Triple H knows. He knows that's just a red herring. Get red hair.
This has to be some kind of publicity stunt.
Oh, it is. Definitely.
From Eva Marie, because there is no way WWE would be that. There was no way Triple H would be that stupid to absolutely shoot this shit in the foot. No.
I don't think Vince is stupid enough to add her to that type of group. Even he wouldn't. I have no trust in Vince. I don't even think he would make that decision.
Seriously, bro. And the last member, before we get on to the real rumored members, WWE was interested in bringing Malachi Black in for a huge role. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, WWE had been interested in bringing Malachi Black to be a part of the Wyatt 6 faction.
Man.
While obviously this won't happen, there was talk of Aleister Black for this group. You were going to pull him from his own group to be a part of Wyndham's. No, those two are enemies.
Exactly, they're not allies. Like, dude, that sounds horrible. I'm glad they didn't get their hands on him, because that sounds garbage. You don't put... Yeah, Malachi Black's a big star. Even AEW failed to realize it. But how you can fail to realize it, too, when you want him? That don't make sense, bro. He ain't no side piece to a group.
He is the perfect guy to lead a faction. To lead a faction against Wyndham.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, for the longest time, I talked about how I would have loved to seen the House of Black versus the Cult of Wyndham in AEW, you know, until obviously rumors sparked that Bray was coming back to WWE. But I would have loved to see that happen. I would have loved to see that happen. But he is a guy that leads a faction against a group like the Wyatt Six. He's not in it.
No, that just makes no sense.
No, not at all, man. Not at all. So those are the three members, and at that point, I am almost glad that they did not get a chance to get their hands on him, man. Third identities of Bray Wyatt's new Wyatt Six faction. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, WWE has interesting rumored plans for the Wyatt Six faction. This includes calling up NXT stars. They said, and I quote, "There is all kinds of speculation regarding the identities of the Wyatt Six group. There is also said to be a long-term plan for the group up to WrestleMania." Wow. Look at that. They have teased hints of Joe Gacy as Huskus, Grayson Waller as Mercy the Buzzard, Alexa Bliss as Sister Abigail between social media for the first two, and a teased photo of Sister Abigail with both Raw and SmackDown women's belts, which Alexa Bliss has held. The Mercy character has also greatly resembled Waller with a shirt that he had worn on television and the same height and build. Plus, for weeks, the announcers have done teases about Bliss not being where she used to be. There's also a Liv Morgan tease for that spot. Rambling Rabbit has the obvious rumors of Eric Rowan, although those are just rumors at this point because Rowan was formerly with the group. The Fiend rumors are for Taylor Rotunda, Wyatt's younger brother, the former Bo Dallas. It should become obvious within a few weeks. Others internally have said some of those are believed to be accurate, but others are up in the air. Mentioning others could be part of it. Mentioning the dyad in particular are possible. Other names are listed. While obviously this won't happen, there was also talk of Aleister Black for this group. With Triple H being head of creative, it is likely that Bray Wyatt will finally be able to flex his creative muscles. We'll have to wait and see how Bray Wyatt's faction will turn out. Yeah, I mean, as much as I hate it, it would make sense because now that I notice it, Grayson Waller does always wear those Mercy the Buzzard type flannels or like Hawaiian shirts. No.
Well, the thing is with Grayson Waller, like I just saw a fucking, I think it was an Instagram post or Twitter post earlier. The caption was "Let me in," and he was fucking around with the head lantern from WWE Shop. I think it's him just trolling. That's kind of his whole character, is a social media
Definitely.
troll. So I think
Definitely.
that's what's going on with Waller.
The
But
thing is, though, the thing that scares me about Grayson Waller, I know on NXT, Apollo Crews like ripped his eyeballs out of his head, and I don't know. Yeah, I know by your
dude,
face. Yeah,
fucking go on with NXT,
don't
bro.
ask. Do not
The
ask.
fuck? How do people watch NXT?
Apollo Crews drug him under the ring, and he came out and his ripped his eyeballs out.
Was he fucking Daredevil?
So
The
I
fuck?
don't know. So I don't know if they're trying to take like a dark turn with his character.
I hope not.
So that's the thing that scares me about him. I think Huskus is perfect for a guy like Eric
I would
Rowan.
say Rowan. Yeah, definitely, because it just fits the size. Not saying that, I'm not saying in a negative way, but he's a tall, big guy.
Yeah.
He could be
Yeah.
intimidating with that. And
He's a husky guy.
he's a husky guy. And if they're going with like the pig related route, like we were talking, I would say either make him, if you guys know the character, I just know him from one of the Arkham games, but Dr. Pig from the
Yes.
Arkham games, or you know how in Saw they wear that fucking pig mask,
Yeah.
something like that. That would be fucking awesome for the tall
Definitely.
intimidatingness of Rowan. Give
Definitely,
him his
bro.
cage with his little creature back. No,
Um, I would like Bo to be the rabbit.
definitely.
I would like I'm cool with Alexa Bliss or Liv Morgan for Sister
I
Abigail.
don't mind
Alexa
either.
Bliss gets a lot of flack, bro, but that was in the beginning. That was in the beginning of the shit, bro. That was in the beginning of the shit. It was really good, man. But towards the end, it got really bad. But in the beginning, you know, it doesn't. It gets undeserved. You know,
Undeserved hate.
hate. Definitely. I'm cool with either one.
I don't know either. I would probably prefer Liv if I had to pick one, but I
Same.
wouldn't mind either way, to be honest.
And then Mercy.
That's kind of an open book. I would say you use Mercy as like a just someone cool that might fit in the group that's not Grayson Waller.
Because I was gonna say too, because one of our next stories was Vincent and Dutch, the Righteous, were
Yeah,
backstage at WWE. Vincent has dreads, so
yeah,
the Fiend also had dreads, and maybe you do Dutch plays the pig and Rowan plays Mercy, or you swap the two out. Vice versa with the two, something like that maybe. But
definitely, man.
yeah,
You could do something with that. Maybe hmm, I don't know, but it definitely would be a pair of something. So they could go that route.
if they did want to have a completely different person play the Fiend, Vincent would be perfect. Vincent would be perfect. He's got the dreads. You know what I mean? He's got all the tattoos. You know, so
It would fit. It would look good.
yeah. And like I said, Dutch is kind of a big guy, so you know maybe you have him play the pig, or you have Rowan play Mercy, or like I said, you swap the two out. So, I don't know, man. I don't know, but regardless, it is very interesting, and I am very excited for Wyatt to bring us on this ride, man.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. I cannot
Yeah,
wait,
man.
man. I really can't.
100%. So with that, I guess that brings us perfectly into this. Former Ring of Honor title holders backstage at WWE Raw. According to PW Insider, Vincent and Dutch of the Righteous were backstage for Monday Night Raw's edition of Raw in Brooklyn, New York. Though neither appeared on camera during the show, this isn't the first time one of the former Righteous members had been connected to WWE. Dutch, I can't wait to see Dutch versus Butch.
Oh, yeah. Give it to me.
Dutch appeared in FCW in 2010 and 11. Vincent and Dutch have not teamed up in a few months. The last time was in Beyond Wrestling. They were partnered with another Righteous member, Vita Von Star, to take on and lose to the team of Wave and Curls, Jalen Brandon and Trayvon Jordan, and Willow Nightingale.
Bruh, I'm dead.
Since taking over creative direction of WWE, Triple H has brought back many names, including Wyatt, Gargano, Cross, and a big return. And another big return came Monday night when Gallows and Anderson came back. Okay. Another thing that's worth noting is Wyndham is actually real life friends with Vincent, so and Dutch. So I believe he was photographed with them at a WrestleCon, and yeah. So
I think they would really fit in that group as a tag team.
I think so.
That could be really good.
Yes, bro. Yes, and like I said, if you personally, I would like Wyndham to play the Fiend because I feel like that's like an extension of him. But if you really don't want to have Wyndham play the Fiend, and if you want to have somebody else play the Fiend, Vincent is perfect.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
So, yeah, man. Yeah. So that is the news with more people that Triple H wants to bring in the company. We got a little more before we get to. I want to go over this. AEW sent feelers to Bray Wyatt after his WWE release.
Should have sent feelers while he was available. Good lord.
What's up?
Should have sent feelers while he was available.
So that's what I was going to say. Don't send him feelers.
No.
You contact him and say, we want you, and a deal is on the table. You tell me the fucking number.
Yep. Exactly.
That is what you should have done.
Now. It's too late now.
Sports Illustrated wrote an article on Wyatt's return at Extreme Rules. In it, they discussed Wyatt's release. The report confirmed that Wyatt had received feelers from several companies, including AEW, Impact, AAA, and AAA in Mexico. Can you imagine fucking Bray Wyatt just running around with all the fucking luchadors?
All those fucking little... Oh, bro, that shit would be hilarious.
Bro, from what I understand, a feeler is it's letting somebody know that you'd be interested. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. You already passed the boat on Gargano. As soon as Triple H took over creative, you make that man an offer. A solid offer. This is what you want. I wonder what's going to happen with Wyndham's movie now.
I hope it's still in production, man. I hope so.
Me too. So, I don't care. I don't care what you got to do. You already passed up on Johnny Gargano. You know what I mean? You at the time he was a free agent, and at the time Gargano goes back, and it's like, fuck, we lost Gargano. So as soon as Triple H was named head of creative, you make Wyndham an offer. This is what we want. You could bring in whoever the fuck you want. You could put your own faction together. I don't give a shit. We need you here. You are fantastic. You are a real professional that this company could use.
Literally, because they don't got a lot of them.
Yeah, man. So, Bray did receive feelers from AEW, but another huge free agent they passed up on to probably sign somebody stupid. So,
Literally, bro. So
there it is, man.
there you go, wasting talent. But should have went for him, man. They really should have. You don't send feelers after you signed a contract with somebody. Should have done it in the first place. Like Bell said, he was available for a whole year and a half. You had a lot of fucking time.
Exactly. And I get it, man. Like, dude, you send Wyndham feelers after his release. I'm sorry. No feelers. I'm letting you know we want you, and this is our offer. You don't got time for feelers with a big free agent like him. You put something on your end that lets him know we want you here. Not, yeah, we would be interested. Let me just follow you on Twitter, and, you know, we'll just, you know, let the fans run from there. No, you had a year and a half before this guy went back, and you send him feelers in the beginning. What the fuck were you doing the whole rest of the time?
Just sitting there. Don't make sense, man.
Nah.
It really don't.
As soon as those 90 days are up, you let him know. This is my feeler, a fucking offer. This is our offer. You name the price, you name the time, you name whoever the fuck you want to be in your group, and we'll do it.
Exactly.
We got a lot of people here we can get rid of, and it won't mean a damn thing anyway.
Exactly. Get them the fuck out of here.
Ah, man. This piece of news. The last news on Wyndham. This is a little bit of frustrating news. Well, the other one was frustrating, but it was frustrating for AEW. WWE makes final decision on Bray Wyatt's roster placement. PW Insider are reporting that Bray Wyatt is assigned to the SmackDown brand.
I.e. Stationary Purgatory. Dude, why on SmackDown? Fucking
Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt.
Fuck, man.
Bray Wyatt has. Bray Wyatt has been. Bray Wyatt has been on both brands in the past and even coming to the earlier days of NXT, but SmackDown doesn't seem to be where he thrives. Or does seem to be where he thrives. PW Insider reports that Wyatt is only slated for an appearance on the SmackDown brand. That can always change, but as of now, he's assigned to the Blue brand. This is a good get for Fox, as Bray Wyatt's return has been a long time coming. Bro.
Okay, it's not bad. It's just pointless. There's nothing to fight for on SmackDown. There's good people, and they're doing good things. It's just no goal for anything. World titles are held, mid-card titles held, and what's there for Wyatt to do on SmackDown?
It is what we talked about with Karrion Kross. It is, like you said, stationary purgatory, bro. You are stuck in Roman's world, essentially.
Yeah.
That is basically what you are doing on SmackDown. I mean, nobody can thrive on that show, dude. It's held down.
It is. You can't do shit. It's lame. It's pointless, bro. Like Bell said, Fox is just being greedy. I would 100% put Brock on fucking SmackDown and put Wyndham on Raw, bro. Please.
100%.
Well, actually, I actually kind of like Brock being on Raw, but still. just put both on fucking Raw.
Yeah.
Fox got enough, man.
Dude, seriously, man. I mean, it sucks because it's like, I think Wyndham's going to tell his own separate story, but like I said a long time ago, the reason you need to put Wyndham on Raw is because with Wyndham being on SmackDown, who did Roman Reigns take that title off of without even pinning? Bray Wyatt. So, with putting him on SmackDown, you have that concept staring you dead in the face. Wyatt and Roman. And you're not going to do it.
No.
You're probably not going to do it because either you're going to do Cody, or the way it's looking so far, Triple H is kind of, from what we're seeing from The Rock's end and stuff like that, it looks like he wants to do that match more. So how long do we have to deal with this Roman stuff, man?
Too fucking. And yeah, Raw has no world title too, but at least there's a main event spot you could just be in without being either, oh, he has to face Roman soon and he's got to lose sooner. You know what I mean? At least there's an open spot to do something in the main event of Raw. There should be a title, but there's not. But at least you could do just general feuds for now. You can't do that on SmackDown. You can't have a general main event feud on SmackDown because everyone's going to expect you to win and then go face Roman and lose. That's the only expectation. That's the only path that you have on SmackDown in the main event is You do something and you go to lose to Roman. Garbage, bro. Come on.
100%. I couldn't have said it any better myself. But yeah, I mean there's like such a glass ceiling. At least on Raw, you can do a little something, and Raw has a little bit more TV time. You know what I mean? Because SmackDown's got Roman, and they only really got 2 hours to showcase, and
at least like 30 to 45 minutes of it is always Roman. So you really have about an hour and 15.
Yeah, and the main event feud on SmackDown is Roman Reigns, even though there's not one right now. He's world champion. He's not even in any kind of feud. I mean, you put him there. You put anybody there in a main event feud on SmackDown, it has to be with Roman, and they're just gonna lose anyway. So it's like
exactly.
It's just pointless. Yeah. It is, man. It is, and everybody's just below Roman, at least to where on Raw, everybody kind of gets a little bit of shine because there's no world champion at all on that show. So
exactly, there's nothing to be hogged, or you could just be great, and that's just what you are. There should be a world title on it, but thanks to Roman, there's not.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, man. It sucks, bro. It sucks, and that is absolutely not the right call. That is not it, man. That is not it whatsoever.
God, no.
So, man. Speaking of other people returning to WWE. Yeah, so that was all our news for Wyndham on this show, man. I'm very excited, man, but I feel like WWE has made a pretty bad decision in putting him on SmackDown because, like I said, at least if he's on Raw, you don't got that match with Roman staring you right in the face.
Yeah.
Staring you right in the face.
Yeah, they don't go after anything after a main event spot, but I'd rather have them not go anything than you just go lose.
Yeah, because I've truly had enough of Roman running through the whole roster. At least the people on Raw don't have to be ran through. That's how I look at it. It just don't
make sense. Yeah, I mean, I just don't like SmackDown. I don't like the system it made. SmackDown, it's purgatory. It's definition of purgatory.
100%. SmackDown will pick up when they have their own world title and he's not an unbeatable force. You know what I mean? Like I said, I mean, imagine watching, oh no, you're good, bro. You're good. We're just having a conversation.
Just talking.
I mean, SmackDown, I feel like on, like, if you were to have Roman on Raw, he would have no choice but to run through all those guys too. So at least on Raw, I feel like those guys get to be protected a little bit in the sense that they don't have to, they don't have to see Roman, as to where like the guys on SmackDown, if you're having a hell of a run, it builds up to just losing to Roman.
That's all it does, and it's like it's lame. You just
Because like imagine,
Mhm.
imagine if Roman is on Raw. He's going to have to run through Seth. He's going to have to run through Bobby Lashley. He's going to have to run through Tommaso Ciampa. He's going to have to run through all these guys. And it's like, now he's ran through everybody. So at least those guys on Raw, I feel, get a little bit more protection because they don't have to see him and eventually just build up to losing to him. Because that's your career on SmackDown, essentially. You just get... You may go on a good run and you may earn yourself a world title shot, but at this point, I don't know if you want that.
I
don't know.
World title shot on SmackDown. You just fucking lose.
Yeah, I mean, you just build up to lose.
That's why you don't have people hog titles, and it's not. I'm not going to say that Walter hogs the IC title, but he kind of has to, so it doesn't help that situation. You know what I mean? It really
you got two of them. Yep.
That you can, because you kind of have to hog them with Walter, so it's just kind of, you got nothing to go for at that point.
Yeah.
Like, I would like if they made the main prize to Raw right now, that briefcase. That would be a cool prize for everybody on Raw to try to get to, because they don't have a world title. So
100%.
Let them go for the thing that could get them one of those.
Exactly.
I.e. the briefcase.
That's a really good suggestion. I mess with that.
Fucking, it's not like fucking, I was about to call him Austin Harris. Austin Theory's fucking doing anything with him.
Fucking Austin Harris. Yeah, man. Yeah, so yeah, that's just how I feel, man. That's just how I feel. I feel like if you're on Raw, man, I think you got a little bit more protection, and
because on SmackDown, you're a guaranteed loser.
Yeah, because not only do you have Roman, who can't lose unless your name is fucking Cody Rhodes or, at this point, Bray Wyatt. I don't know if they want to go that route. I don't think so.
I hope so.
But I don't think they want to go that route to have Wyndham take the title from Roman. But if you ain't Cody Rhodes, I don't even know if that's a thing. I don't even know.
I don't even know. They might just want him to beat The Rock and just... I don't even know. There is no direction for Roman. And it's sad.
Yeah, I mean, Roman can't lose until you're at a big show, and Walter can't lose because Triple H probably wants to repair some of that. So it's just fucked on SmackDown, man.
Bad. SmackDown is just a shit show, man.
Yeah, it really is. Just... And you know, same thing kind of goes. I mean, it sucks for Raw, man, but at least those guys kind of get a little bit of protection from the Bloodline, the tag teams, and the main event scene over there on Raw. So it really sucks, though, man. It really sucks. I can't wait till things get back in the right swing of things. But
exactly.
Carl Anderson, another guy who returned to WWE, is still working New Japan Tokyo Dome show after returning to WWE. Wow.
Good for them. Wow, they're actually allowing someone to wrestle.
Good job, Trips. That's what's up.
According calling the GOAT for just normal things.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey man, it's his obligation, and Triple H is gonna let him do it. You know, Nakamura, they wouldn't let Nakamura do it. You know, because that was... Vince would have probably lost his shit, but
would have fired his ass.
Yeah, but you know, Triple H is letting him do it as he should. He's got obligations to another company. You wanted to sign him while he held another belt, so at least do the company the favor. Say, hey, sorry I took your guy, but you know, I'll allow him to drop the belt for you. So, you know, it is what it is. And that's a good way to do business, and that's a good way to make friends. Yeah, and stop making everything so cutthroat. But according to a report from Fightful's paywall,
we're talking about it here. Never pay for that shit.
Carl Anderson will be working the Tokyo Dome show. New Japan Pro Wrestling also reportedly was given a heads up about the Machine Gun situation. Carl Anderson claims that he's still planning on working the Tokyo Dome show. Also, we were told by those in WWE that New Japan was given a heads up. WWE raised the stakes as Carl Anderson joined his former original community members and Doc Gallows and AJ Styles. So yeah, man. Yeah. This is very good. This is very good. This is exactly how you make the wrestling business. So, and I seen Tony Khan had some good things to say about Triple H as well, about improving their product. So I hope we can move forward with not having things be so cutthroat.
I hope so, man. I hope so. Because from the way Triple H is running the company, I think it's going to be less cutthroat, but that motherfucker is a goddamn thief.
He's petty.
He's a petty thief, bro. You read that story that fucking Ringside just posted, bro? Hey, that company they're going to turn from cutthroat company to a bunch of little conniving thieves. Fucking Shawn Michaels, quote unquote, says, "Well, we will steal anyone they want from another company." That's not how that works. Like the little fucking gremlins now. God.
All right, Sean. If you're the one, I know you're not, but if you're the one in charge of NXT, I think you got bigger problems, my man.
Probably exactly. If you really are the one doing that shit, you got a lot of work to do, my boy. Ball ass.
Damn. WWE interested in signing. Here we go again. WWE interested in signing Matt Taven. Dude, if you want to get these AEW people when their contracts are up who are 10 times more valuable than fucking Matt Taven, what are you doing? This is exactly what Tony Khan did. It's a cycle. He signs these stupid people that he doesn't need to sign. He goes out there and he signs fucking Danhausen. He signs Tony Nese. He signs Jake Atlas. And you don't need these people. You don't need Matt Taven. I've seen Matt Taven one time, and that was about all I need. Now, if he did come into WWE, I would give him a chance at least. Because whatever the hell I seen from his work in Ring of Honor, oh my lord, I was fine with just that. Dude is bland as shit.
Bro's just that guy.
Yeah, man. Good lord. So, while speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer noted WWE is interested in signing Matt Taven. He says, and I quote, "I know WWE has interest in Taven. I would think that also Taven, Bennett, and Maria could go to New Japan Pro Wrestling because they have a history over there. I don't know about AEW, no. But if there is something going on at Ring of Honor, they could end up going there because they were Ring of Honor people. They may all. Maria was trying to start her own women's wrestling company.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, you do not need Matt Taven.
You are right. They really Triple H is really doing the Tony Khan. He's signing people like who like what the fuck is that group's name? Hit Row, fucking Matt Taven. Like you don't need to sign these people. You're doing what fucked AEW over. That's why they're so fucked right now, doing that exact shit. When you have
which is so funny because people are finding this so cool. Like Triple H bringing back like selective big names because the roster was that bad. Fine, like dude, bring back Bronson, bring back Bray, bring back Johnny, bring back some people. Like it's not like Cross. Like it's not a bad thing that he's bringing back people, but stupid people that do not need to be signed.
He's gonna keep doing it too.
Yeah, and it's like I get you want to add roster depth, but like you kind of already have like a decent amount of like lower card talent, you know, or like
already.
Exactly.
They're already starting to become like AEW, not in terms of size, but they have guys they're just not using. Ali, Apollo, at least in NXT. I don't think fucking count Ricochet, fucking what the fuck, Dijakovic. Like, bro, you have these people, these
Bobby Roode.
rude. You have great people you can use. You're trying to sign to Matt Taven. Don't. People are eating it up, man. So let them eat it up and let them get fat, bro. And when they can't fucking run anymore, that's on them, bro. That's on them.
Yeah.
They're doing the exact same thing.
WWE also showing significant interest in Chelsea Green. WrestleVotes reportedly took to Twitter to reveal that WWE is showing major interest in bringing back Chelsea Green. It was noted that she would also be called into the main roster.
Cedric too.
What's up?
Cedric too. Dante pointed out. Totally forgot.
Oh yeah, completely forgot about Cedric. You know what I heard too? The WWE listed Shelton and R-Truth as a tag team on the internal roster.
Like what?
Just put the fucking Hurt Business back together.
Why are you trying to make these random famous tag teams? Stop putting R-Truth in random tag teams, bro. Just let the man go out there every couple weeks and just make us laugh. That's what he likes to do. That's what we like from him. Just let the man do that. Don't stick him in tag teams, bro. The Golden Truth, this. God damn.
Put together for some odd reason.
Like, you don't even get that bad. God damn.
It was also, seriously, bro. WWE is showing major interest in bringing back Chelsea Green. It was also noted that she would be called into the main roster. She would be called up immediately to the main roster if the deal is offered. Only time will tell if she makes her WWE comeback. I'm told another WWE name has significant interest in bringing back Chelsea Green. I would think if a deal is offered for the main roster, time will tell. The women's division is kind of a little different because I think like a brand like SmackDown could use another body over there. But
Chelsea Green, she's a.
But she was,
Green.
I mean, she was, yeah, she was. Chelsea's not really all that.
No, and then it would bring along Matt Cardona, and he's good, he's fun, but he's another person you do not need in that company. You just don't need him. It's just how it is. You don't need his ass outside.
Definitely, bro.
They would. They probably will too, just to get those two back.
I think so. And if you ever bring Chelsea Green in, she needs to manage Cardona.
Mm-hmm.
Mid Cardona. When Moose calls you that, there is a problem.
That's sad, bro. Moose got one up on his ass.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Chelsea Green, yeah, I mean, she wasn't the best. I do think SmackDown could use the bodies, but don't put just anybody over there. Wait until you get good people, because, again, that's what TK did. He didn't want to wait for bigger names to come in, like the Athenas and the Tony Storms of the world, and he wanted to go ahead and sign fucking fucking Diamante and Layla Hirsch and all these people that didn't make an AQA, all these people that didn't make sense, and here we are. So
exactly, man. Exactly. Don't sign these type of people, bro. You don't need them. If you need them, then yeah, but you don't. Sign people that matter.
Definitely, man. Speaking about, Shelton being in a tag team, Bobby Lashley wants to bring back the Hurt Business at some point.
Well, please.
Bobby wants it. I know Cedric wants it so he could fucking get on television. Shelton wants it for the same reason. MVP's probably dying to get away from Omos, and the fans want it. Give us back the Hurt Business, bro. While speaking, I think so. I think so.
He will, to be honest.
I think he wants to bolster that tag division, and I think he wants to just add another cool faction. And I think he knows that people knows that ended super prematurely. So
oh yeah.
While speaking on Busted Open before Raw, Bobby Lashley was asked about being positioned as one of the top acts on Raw. Lashley stated he wants to bring back the Hurt Business at some point. He says, and I quote, "There are a lot of people in that position. I love our roster right now. That's what made me excited about winning the U.S. title. I had Ali. He's a guy who's been overlooked for a little time in the business, and he's hungry. Every day when I come in, he has different ideas. I want to do this. I want to do this. You save him. Matt Riddle, he's on fire right now. Seth Rollins, he's Seth freaking Rollins. He's great across the board. Some of my closest friends, even favorites, the Hurt Business. MVP is there with Omos. Shelton Benjamin is doing his stuff. Cedric is there. Damn. I'd like to bring the group back."
Cedric. Yeah, he's hired. He has a job.
Yeah, Cedric's there. I'd like to bring back that group at some point in time. There are many highly talented people there. Chad Gable, Otis. I don't want to leave out any names. Edge, Mysterio, his son. We're all the faces. I'm one of the most prominent figures because I'm the champion. But there are so many people you could say are the face of Raw. It depends on how you're looking at it.
Man, and Bell just said that MVP posted a fan-made, her business with Carmelo Hayes. That shit would be fire.
Yes, bro. That would go
That
hard.
shit would be heat, dog.
And Omos. Big man no fit.
I don't want Omosis in anywhere, bro. If you're gonna keep him hired, send him down there. If you're sending, who did they just send down to NXT? Veer. There was another one too. They just sent down last week or this week.
I know Apollo's been there from the main roster. Veer just went down there.
Are you thinking or just appear something? But
Sonya Deville.
That's who it was. If you're sending Sonya Deville back to NXT, you better send fucking Elmo.
Sonya's great. I mean, she could use the break for a minute just to get the corporate Sonya out of everybody's mind, because that shit was hot ass.
That's true, but
and she's in Toxic Attraction now, so bring all those four up, and I think that's I think.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, she acknowledged that her and Mandy, were fighting for a while, but at the end of the day, they always got each other's back. So.
Well, we made her cover her hair. I ain't no having no damn. She made you cut your damn hair. What you being friends with her for? But I'm down for it though.
Yeah, man, definitely. Yes, bring him back, bro. I want it. Other people want it.
Roster, get her on Raw, where I can see that every Monday. I'm fine with it, bro. I'm cool with it. Gigi. As long as I can see that on Mondays, because even though I think it would probably make more sense to put them on SmackDown, but that would be a dream for me, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, man. So, yes, bring it back, bro. Bring it back. Next up, man, we're going to talk about probably one of the most over guys in professional wrestling right now, Ace Steel.
Look at his dog ass. Literally in that dog
ass. Oh, man.
Literally had that dog in him.
Ace Steel recently posted recently posted on Twitter, and he might have let the cat out of the bag through a social media post. Steel posted a scene from the Blue Brothers movie where one woman was singing Freedom. A lot of people gathered that this means he's finally free from his AEW deal.
God damn.
Shit.
And the way Dynamite was, we'll definitely talk a lot about that on Monday.
The jabs they started taking. Yeah.
A lot of jabs.
The whole time they've been radio silent, and now all of a sudden we're bringing this up. I don't know if that means that, things are over with, or I don't know if they've, officially made the decision that Punk is going to be gone. I don't know what it is, man.
But they're making jabs, so something happened that we don't know about yet. So it'll just be time that'll tell, man. But look, it looks like Ace Steel is gone. That was a decision they kind of had to make because I was biting people,
throwing chairs.
You can't bite somebody, bro. You're a production. You were part of the production. You're biting people. You can't. It's not freedom, bro. You ain't free. You should be at least. You should be given at least a month in the pen, bro, for what you did. That shit's just weird.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely. Bandito
Hey,
is leaning towards signing with AEW. Very interesting,
yeah,
man.
man.
According to Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio, Bandito is leaning towards AEW. Bandito has not agreed to terms with AEW, but it seems like there might not be a problem much longer, and we will have to wait and see what AEW will have planned for him. I'll tell you what, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing.
If Andrade's gone and that faction is scrapped now, and you want, I'm still not sure though he could, but if he does it and you want something to do with Hangman, I would love a tag team with Hangman and Bandito. That shit would be heat. I don't know if it's just
That's
larking
interesting.
me. I think
That's
that could be a
interesting.
fun temporary tag team for maybe a couple months. That would be
Cowboy
fun.
Bandits.
That shit could be heat, bro. I think that visual could be real heat.
And then Hangman could bring back his scarf or his little bandana he wore in front of his fucking mouth.
That would be sick, bro. That really would be.
100%. Yeah, that I think that'd be great, man. But besides the point, I think if Andrade's still there, which from what we know so far, Tony Khan isn't letting him go. So
Take that group, bro.
if Andrade's still going to be there, because they told him he wasn't going to be fired, man. You put Bandito in Los Ingobernables or Faction Ingobernables or whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah, man. Could be interesting, bro. Could be very interesting, and I would like to see that. However, I do not want to see this guy lost in the shuffle, and I think that could be a solid-ass trio, man. I really do.
It really could be. That would be perfect. That should be the main goal, but if Andrade's out, you gotta plan B.
Yeah. And as we wind down here, man, Adam Cole,
This sucks,
due to
man.
injury. This is horrible. According to Dave Meltzer on the Wrestling Observer Radio, Cole's AEW future is in doubt due to his injury, which is more serious than expected. Meltzer said, and I quote, "It's a concussion. It's a bad concussion. Real bad concussion. He'll be back when he's cleared. It could be tomorrow, and it could be never. You know what I mean?" End quote.
God,
Oh, man.
The worst.
Yeah, that's not good at all. I feel like we were at a point, which makes me feel really bad about it, because I feel like we were at a point where Adam Cole was about to be cleared. Like, he was so close to being cleared, and he was supposed to be back after All Out, and now we're at a point where it could be tomorrow and it could be never.
Yeah,
so I hope he's doing okay.
Here.
Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I hope he gets back, man. I hope he gets back, because that is not good at all. That is not good. And yeah, I wish him the best, man. I really do. I really do.
Truly, man. That's always the worst thing to hear, man. But I hope it all goes good, man. And I hope he can be back and healthy soon.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. So, with that, I figured we'd end it with the news coming from the Moxley family.
Yeah.
First off, the official confirmation on Wednesday, as you can see it on your screen, Renee Paquette is all elite. This is fantastic. Nice. This is a great interviewer presence where you could take some of that workload off Tony Schiavone and you put somebody else in that chair that is also very enjoyable to watch and very charismatic, and is very she has a connection to the audience. Everybody loves Renee. Everybody likes her podcast. Everybody loves all of Renee's work. Renee's oh, right. Yeah, do not ever put her on commentary. So Yeah, man. Renee Paquette is all elite, and this is a great decision for AEW to make. And now she could be on the road with her hubby. So, speaking of
Nice.
her husband, I'm assuming they signed Renee Young or Renee Paquette, because a couple days before this, we had finally gotten the news. AEW had put out this official statement. As you can see it on your screen, they put out this statement citing that Jon Moxley signs a 5-year extension with AEW, expanding roles into mentorship and coaching. October 7th, 2022, AEW CEO, GM, and head of creative, Tony Khan had announced that AEW World Champion Jon Moxley had signed a 5-year contract extension that ensures that one of professional wrestling's top stars will remain in All Elite Wrestling through 2027. While expanding his responsibilities to include mentoring and coaching talent moving forward, Moxley will work exclusively for AEW and its international partners, including New Japan Pro Wrestling, where he is a 2-time IWGP US Heavyweight Champion. Moxley has had an incredible run in 2022 after recapturing the AEW World Championship at AEW Dynamite Top Star versus another one Blackpool Combat Club's top stars against one another for the grand prize in professional wrestling. He defends the AEW World Championship next against Hangman Page in his hometown of Cincinnati, Ohio on the October 18th for a special Tuesday edition of AEW Dynamite live on TBS at 8 p.m. Jesus Christ, why is he promoting Dynamite? Jon Moxley will kick off the air tonight's episode of AEW Rampage for the first night of year 4 of AEW on TNT, 10 p.m., 9 p.m. Central. Jon Moxley is one of the best. Jon Moxley's on one of the best runs of his already legendary career, and this 5-year extension ensures that he was not only here for AEW's meteoric rise, but he continues to remain a key part of the sustained success we're witnessing. Just days after the 3-year anniversary show for AEW Dynamite, Tony Khan said, Jon Moxley is a great world champion for us in his 3rd reign. His mind is invaluable, and our roster is so lucky to have the opportunity to utilize him as a mentor and coach, and we continue to build the stars of today and tomorrow. I love AEW and the spirit of the company and its fans, said Jon Moxley. I cherish our shared passion for the sport of professional wrestling, and I'm going to dedicate everything I have in my mind, body, and spirit to helping AEW be the best it can be going forward.
Nice, man. Nice. Good for Mox, man. He deserves that type
Good
of
for Mox. 100%. And, you know, he is the company's ace.
Mm-hmm.
He is the company's ace. Oh, wow. Baron Corbin undergoing edgy character change.
Oh,
He's going to be
like
Mercy.
Fucking Judgment Day.
Oh, my God.
Dude,
Yes,
he
Jon
really
Moxley.
knows how bad that group is.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yes, Jon Moxley is the company's ace. He is undoubtedly in contention for Wrestler of the Year without a fucking question. He has been fantastic, and he has really stepped up for this company when, as he said on Dynamite, some people think they could walk a mile in his shoes and they crumble. Some faster than others, and I think we all know who he's talking about. So,
quite literally.
Yeah,
Twice.
so yes, man. Mox is the company's ace, like we said. He has truly carried this company on his back through the hard times. Him and Chris Jericho have truly stepped up and really made really done their best to make this year as memorable as they possibly can. And he is the fucking ace, man. He is the ace of All Elite Wrestling, without a question. So yes, man, he is fantastic, man. And with that, we got this other side report that Jon Moxley had no interest in leaving AEW for WWE return. Jon Moxley decided to sign a 5-year deal with AEW last week to kill any rumors of him returning to WWE. He also wants to be involved in another G1 Climax tournament.
Oh, good lord. Nice, man.
So, I also heard that when Moxley won the World Championship, it was on a handshake deal.
I can believe it, bro. I can believe it, man. That's crazy because it was like it wasn't a story, but it was kind of just a technical fact. After he lost that title to Punk, yeah, he was only in 30 minutes of his vacation until plans were changed and he was offered to win it again, man. God damn, bro
Yeah.
got a 30-minute vacation. But he's the GOAT, man. He really is the GOAT for AEW, man, and he deserves that type of deal. Good for him, man. And it's Jon Moxley, man. One of the best, and I can't wait to see what the future unfolds for him.
Yeah, he is a guy who came into this company, never had any selfish means
No.
behind it, never buried anybody to put himself ahead of anybody. He is there for AEW, and this proves it. He says right here in this statement, "I love AEW in the spirit of both the company and its fans." So, and he talks about cherishing everything and dedicating his mind and his body to AEW. So it's great. And I believe TK says in here somewhere, our roster has no idea. Our roster is lucky to have the opportunity to utilize him as a mentor and a coach. They have no idea how lucky they are, because if TK said it himself on an interview, this year would have been so much harder without Jon Moxley and Chris Jericho.
Oh, I bet it would, and I think it would have failed. It would have completely crumbled without those two men. So
Yeah.
good on them. Good on those two, man. Good for Mox, and you love to see this. You really do.
Yeah, man, and that is the news for the week,
Yeah.
man. I hope you guys did enjoy the news, and not only the news, the Extreme Rules 2022 official review, man. So hope you guys did enjoy all that, man. And that was the week of news. A lot of interesting news, a lot of Wyndham stuff, and great to end it with Jon Moxley and his well deserved contract extension, man. So love to see it. Love to see it, man. So with that, I thank you guys for being here. As always, we love you guys, and yes, we love you guys, and thank you guys for always coming and showing us support. And yes, Notorious Heels family, man, you guys are truly the goats.
Thank you guys all for being here even a little earlier in the day. Thank everybody for showing up.
Yeah. Any other day, we would be 14 minutes into the stream. I would probably be doing the intro right now.
Exactly.
Durante says, one hell of a show. My man,
thank
you. You guys make the show. You really do. Interacting with you guys makes this all that much more enjoyable to come on here and do. So we thank you guys for your continued support. And you guys are for real the goats, man. You guys are for real the goats. So thank you guys for always showing up, man. Even when we got to do a show earlier, when we're doing shows later, you guys always show up. Hey, you guys are really goated, man. So thank you for sticking with us. And yeah, we're rocking with you guys, man. So just as much as you guys rock with us. So with that, man, we love you guys, and it has been always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
Nice, Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition. And yeah, man, thank you guys again. Bell, Logan, Durante, Geck, thank you guys for all showing up. And yeah, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys, man. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Monday.
Peace.